Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Biz Show. My name is Farah Ali, and today we have in the studio Yehia El Deraa, national handball player. Hi, Yehia.
Hi.
How are you?
It's an honor for being with you.
Thank you. Tell us, Yehia, how long have you been playing handball?
I've been playing handball since I was 6 years old. I was just walking in Heliopolis Club with my mom. I found some children playing handball. I told her I want to try this. We went to talk with the coach. He told me, if you want to come to try this this time, and next time just tell us if you are going to cope with us, or you're going to come with us for the rest of the season. And I told my dad that I was happy for playing this sport, so I started playing.
Okay, how long have you been playing handball?
14 years.
Okay, where did you start playing?
Heliopolis Club.
And then after that, did you go to any other clubs like Al Ahly or something, or did you just stick to Heliopolis?
No, I just stayed in Heliopolis.
Okay. Okay, tell us about your experience. How did you cope with school and handball since you've been playing for 14 years? Was it hard sustaining your life between your academics and your handball life?
Everything was easy until I started playing in the national handball team. I started at the age of 15. I was chosen at my age. The problem was that we have a lot of trainings for weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, months, and we travel a lot. So it was hard for the attendance and the assignments and for having much time to study for my exams. But it became much harder when I went to university and I started playing with the older team. It gave me more responsibility, and I must sacrifice more because I was the youngest player in the team. So if I want to be in the team and play with them and go for the championship with them, I dropped the last semester for being with them in the World Cup.
Okay, how does it feel to be the youngest handball player on your team?
At first I was so scared. I couldn't play. I'm playing with much older, much experienced players. I adapted with them because they helped me and they loved me and they loved my way of playing and my skills. And of course my coach, he found something good in my skills and he tried to update it. And this what helped me to adapt and cope with them and play good with them.
How did you get chosen for the national team?
The coach of the national team, in our league, he always come to watch new players. And of course the coaches of the clubs, sometimes they tell them, we have a certain player, you must come and see him. So at the beginning of the season, they choose about 60 players just to look at them, and after 1 month they become 30 players, and these 30 are the base of the national team.
Okay, how do they choose the criteria? Why did they pick you out of your whole team to go to the national?
Each position needs certain things, skills, shape, body, anything the coach needs. He may found some talent in me, and he tried to keep me moving. And he has something in his head to use young players.
Okay, and what is your position in the handball team?
I'm playing in 3 positions: left wing, left back, and center back.
Okay, which one is your favorite?
Left back.
Why?
Because it was my first position when I started handball. I love playing in this position because I have more energy than anybody else, so I like to run, jump, and shoot like this. And it's the position that mainly scores most of the goals of the team.
We heard that you have been to the World Cup. Can you tell us about your experience there with your team? How was
Um,
it? What did you do?
Of course, it was amazing. It was the best days in my life. Yeah, it wasn't hard for me to play in the matches because I've already adapted with the team. We've been like a family, so we had no problems in coping or adapting with each other. And it was in Qatar, so we were like playing in our country. There were millions of Egyptians. The stadium was full of Egyptians supporting us and cheering for us. And this what gave us spirit to play well in the World Cup.
How did you do in the World Cup? Which
We finished the 12th, but it's not about the positions, it's about our performance. We made the Egyptian people know about handball. Yeah, the first sport in Egypt is always football. It was the first time that all my friends are calling me and they say that every single place in Egypt now is talking about handball and is watching handball.
And did handball become very popular now? Did they get the recognition they needed?
Yes, of course, and now we're getting ready for the African Championship. It will be held here in Egypt, so I think it will be a great opportunity to take it, and it will lead us to go to the Olympics.
Which match was the hardest when you were playing in the World Cup?
Against Germany. It was in the second round, and if we win, the winner will qualify for the next round. Of course, Germany, the champion team, they took the World Cup in 2012. They were well prepared. They studied us well. We first were hesitated because it's a different round from the first round. The first round, if you lose a match, you can do it in the second one. But it's a knockout system. If you lose everything.
And what's the difference between training for the National Cup and training for the African? Are the trainings different? Do you train more? Or is it a fixed schedule between both?
No, it's a fixed schedule because we want to reach a certain performance. The difference is we may travel more, we may play more matches because we need to play against different countries to know their strategies in playing. But the African countries, it's so easy to play against them. Just the final, us, Tunisia and Algeria, it's so easy, and we've played against each other for millions of years.
But the World Cup is going to be easier for you guys. Like, how do you think you're going to perform? Are you going to take first, second?
We are always in the final.
Okay.
Against Tunisia or Algeria.
Okay. Tell me about your role models. Like, who pushed you to keep pursuing handball until today?
My coach, Captain Mohammed Al Alfi, he's a legend in handball. He's treating me like his son. He's always pushing me to be better. He's always fighting for me in the national team to help me to study and to go to university at the same time of training. And when I finish the national training, when I go to Heliopolis, he's treating me like I'm a coach. Come sit beside me, eat, drink. You need to rest. Just go home and study. We don't need anything from you. Just come to the match and try to make us win.
How do you balance training with the AUC team and the national team and the Heliopolis team? I mean, you're playing on 3 teams now. Is it hard going to all these practices, or what do you do exactly?
I love handball, so I go to each and every single training and every single match. Of course, it makes me. I don't want to study. I don't want to come to university, but it's a must. It's so hard, but it's a must. I must do what it takes to be the best in each and everything.
Does it affect your studies?
Of course.
How can you maintain it? Like, if you're always traveling and going to different matches, how does this affect your academic life in general?
My problem is with attendance and the dues of the assignments.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with exams. I can study and I can get what I must do for the exam. but the problem is with the attendance and many doctors. If you are going to travel, just drop the course. You are going to miss a lot of things.
Does the university recognize that you're an athlete? Like, do they treat you as an athlete?
They know, but they can't help.
Okay, then tell us about the training itself. Like, how many hours do you train daily, for example?
Daily?
Like, do you train every day, or is it day on, day off, day on, day off?
When we're preparing for a championship with the national team, we may been training for two times daily, each training for about two and a half hours.
But then when you go home after that, you have no time to study, no time to do anything.
No, I just eat and sleep.
Oh, okay.
Even I don't have time to see my friends.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, the people who come and watch your matches, do they have an impact? Like, if there's a crowd, does it affect the whole team's performance? Like, do they play better, or is it just is it only the team?
No, this is the bad thing in Egyptians. When there are people watching them and supporting them, they play much better.
How do you think we can help Egyptians recognize handball? Like, since you just said it's a very popular game and people are starting to watch it, how can we make the Egyptians see how important it is and see how you guys are taking it to the next level? You're going to the World Cup, you're going to the Nationals, because a lot of people don't know about this.
Just make more news about handball and make the TV channels cover us in all our championships. They only concentrate about the important championships like the World Cup or the African Cup or the Olympics. The friendly matches, the friendly championships, they don't ask about us. So people just the World Cup, this is just a championship, they're not going to play again like this. So they don't know about handball much.
Okay. You said that your coach is the role model, and since you're the youngest national handball player, like, people are looking up to you. What is the message that you'd like to tell these young handball players? Like, because you're probably a role model to a lot of people who just started.
Yes.
Is there a message you'd like to say to them?
Nobody's going to reach what he wants until he suffer and work hard. And of course, you must sacrifice with a lot of things: your friends, your family, your university, your school. But at least to be proud of yourself when you reach your goal.
Okay, who's your favorite handball player?
Nikola Karabatic.
Why?
He's always playing with the same performance. He don't have ups and downs. His curve is always at the peak. He's always one of the most valuable players in handball, and he have the experience to make his team win.
What team does he play on?
France.
Oh, okay. Tell us more about, you're now everything about handball. Why do you like what makes you love handball? Because you've been talking about how much you love the game. What triggers this love inside of you to keep playing handball?
Because I have been playing handball for about 14 years, and of course my friends and teammates, we're playing because we love handball, so we're having fun in the matches, in our training sessions, and the love between each other, what made us a good team. And we tried to focus to win a championship. So this family and this love and this bond between each other, what helped us to win the last Egyptian Cup.
Who's your favorite Egyptian handball player?
Ahmed Al-Ahmar.
Why?
Because he's talented. He can play in any and every single moment. Even if he's injured, he's playing with a good performance. He's a good leader for the team, and he is one who helped me in the World Cup to have confidence in myself and to play better.
Okay, thank you Yehia for today. Thank you everyone for watching Show Biz.